Hey everybody, welcome to or back to my channel, My Kind of Stuff. And today is a little 48-hour productivity and catching up on series vlog. So I don't really know what to call this vlog. I have been sick and struggling with a stomach bug and migraines and all kinds of stuff for the last like 2 weeks now. Um, So I have fallen behind on a lot of things around the house, and I just need to get caught up, which is kind of why this is like a productivity vlog. But I figure if we are being productive and getting some chores done around the house, then it also seems like a fitting time to work on some of our priority series and quick wins for the year because that is one of my goals for 2025 is to thin out my series list because it is way too long. So what I did was I got a little mug here, and inside is a bunch of series that I am in the middle of, and these are not all of them. These are just my priority series that I really want to read right now, and also some series that would be quick wins for me because they only have like one book left or something like that. So I'm going to shake this up. We are going to pull out one of the papers and see what series we're going to be starting with. All right. Ooh, okay. So our first series, I don't know if you can even read that, is Chestnut Springs. So I am on the third book in this series. So book 3 is Powerless, and this one is Small Town Friends to Lovers. And I absolutely love Friends to Lovers, so I'm really looking forward to this one. There are 5 books in this series though, so I will be putting this prompt back in the cup. If we get it again, we will read book 4. But I'm going to go ahead, get started on, I think, some laundry right now and put the audiobook on for Powerless and see where we go from there. I will check back in with you guys when I have another update. All right, it is a few hours later. I have officially finished Powerless. I did a whole bunch of laundry. I did a load of towels, 2 loads of clothes. Um, I just put a load of blankets in that I'm gonna have to go switch out soon. But I finished my book. I really enjoyed it. I think this is my favorite in the series so far. It was adorable. Gave all the small town vibes. I love a good friends to lovers story, and these were like childhood friends. And Jasper's backstory is just so like sad, but also heartwarming that he had like this found family experience with all the guys at the ranch, and they kind of just take care of each other, and it's so sweet. And I feel really bad for Sloane because she has such a crappy family. So the fact that she was able to find solace in Jasper, just super cute overall. And I absolutely loved it. But that means that we can pick our next book. So I'm going to shake these up and let's see what we get. Ooh, okay. We got Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. And I think I'm finally on the last book of this series. Let me double check real quick. I think it's just 3 books. So I've read Part of Your World and just, Yours Truly. So I just have to read Just for the Summer, which is her newer one. So yeah, really excited to hop into this. I was late to the Abby Jimenez train, but um, I actually read book 2 of the Part of Your World series first accidentally, not realizing that it was a series. Um, but I've given both books 5 stars, so I'm hoping and assuming I will give this one 5 stars as well. And I can't wait to get into it. So I'm going to go ahead and start it. I am going to go for my daily walk before it gets too dark out because it's already getting kind of late. And then I'm going to hop back into doing laundry. And then I'm not quite sure. I still need to take down my Christmas tree and Christmas decorations too. I started, but then, like I said, I got sick and things just kind of fell apart. So, possibly do that tonight or maybe tomorrow morning. Um, I still need to wash all of our bedding, but I think that at this point is also going to be a tomorrow thing because it's going to get too late to start that now. Um, but just lots of things I need to get done around the house anyway. I still need to vacuum and sweep and mop. The dogs this morning trailed a bunch of dirt in the house because they were digging holes in the yard for some reason. So lots to do. So I'm going to go download the audiobook for Just for the Summer and get that started and go get some stuff done. And I will check back in with you guys when I finished. All right, so it is the next morning. I read or listened to most of Just for the Summer last night. I finished up the last like hour this morning. Just kind of put my earbuds in when I woke up and just laid in bed and listened. So I ended up giving Just for the Summer 4.5 stars. I still really, really loved it, but I think it was a little too long. It was, I think, 430 pages it said on Goodreads, and I feel like we probably could have cut like 50 of those pages and still had just as impactful of a story. I kept hitting points where I was like, man, are we going to get to it yet? Are they going to get together? But it was still a really sweet story. These poor characters really went through it with everything in their families. Um, Lots of past trauma, current trauma, childhood trauma. Um, it was just a lot. They really went through the ringer. Not so much as a couple, like they didn't necessarily have an issue together. It was just them dealing with their respective families that was the trouble. And that was kind of preventing their happily ever after. But overall, it was really cute and a heartwarming story. It's kind of like found family for the female main character because she didn't have the best upbringing. She had a very absent mother. She was in and out of foster care because of that. Um, so getting to see her become part of his family and find more of her relatives, it was all just really cute and heartwarming, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, 4.5 stars. Could have been 5 had it just been slightly shorter. I think it needed a little more editing. I've just finished that. Now I'm up, so we can pick our next book. I still need to shower and get ready. I have to go grocery shopping and run a few other errands today. Um, Need to do some dishes, clean the kitchen, take down the tree. There's still tons of laundry to do. I have to wash all the bedding and remake the bed and all kinds of things. So I need another audiobook to listen to while I am doing all of the things. So let's see what we get. Ooh, okay. So we got Still Beating. Technically, this isn't really a series, but it's kind of like Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez, where it's like interconnected standalones. I've read the first 2 books, and now I need to get to June 1st is the next one. So I'm really excited to read these. Hopefully, this one doesn't make me cry while I'm out in public running my errands, because Jennifer Hartman writes some really heartbreaking stories. But I am really excited to read this. It's been on my TBR for probably close to a year now at this point, and yeah, really excited. So I will check back in with you guys once I have finished this one. All right, guys, it is a whole lot of hours later. I've done more laundry, I've done dishes, I went grocery shopping, I got a chicken stew going in the crock pot, and I took all the ornaments off of our Christmas tree. So I've been having a pretty productive day. The entire time I've been listening to June 1st, as you guys know. Um, Apparently, I was mistaken, and this is not a part of the still beating world. So, um, oops. I don't know. I don't know why I thought it was, but it is not. It is a standalone. Um, and I'm really not sure if I finished this book or if it finished me. I was bawling my eyes out for the last like hour because of this book. Um, yeah, 5 stars. Easy 5 stars for me. I haven't been like this emotional over a story in a long time. Brant is our male main character, and we start following him when he is 6 years old. Our female main character is just about to be born at this point. And Brant has something very tragic happen with his family, and we are following kind of his story for most of the book, his journey overcoming this tragedy, his found family aspect. However, the female main character happens to be his adopted sister. And pretty much just since he was like 6 years old, he's never like accepted his adopted family as like his siblings or his parents or anything like that. He's just kind of he knew he had a family and he lost them. And he will always be grateful to these people for raising him and loving him and accepting him. But like never felt like parents to him. Of course, she never felt like a sister to him. And just his heartbreak and all of the tragedy that this family, his and hers, both go through over the course of this book. It was just ridiculous. Him and then his adopted sibling. So it was a brother that was a year younger than him, and then the sister who was 6 years younger. Like the boys were so close and they called each other Mario and Luigi and Princess Peach, and they grew up together. They knew everything about one another, and just seeing that connection and then all the tragedy that stacks on top of it was just it broke my heart in every possible way. Um, but I absolutely love it. I'm glad that it brought so much emotion. And that being said, now that I've been babbling about that book for what feels like forever now, it is time to pick our next book to start listening to. I still have like maybe one or two more loads of laundry to go. It feels never ending at this point. Um, Another load of dishes to do because I cooked today, and then tomorrow I still need to sweep and mop and vacuum and clean the kitchen and probably clean the bathrooms. I still have a ton I want to get done this weekend, so we need another audiobook to get us through. All right. What did we get? The Twisted series. Okay. I don't know. I'm going to put this back in the cup because I am on book 3 of 4 in the series right now. I really felt pretty indifferent about book 1. Book 2, I ended up really enjoying. So I guess we're going to see how I feel about book 3. And I will check back in with you guys probably tomorrow morning. Because I'm certain it's already almost 8 o'clock. I'm not finishing another book tonight. So I'll check back in with you guys in the morning when I finish up this one and kind of see where we're at. All right, so it is the next afternoon. As I assumed, I did not finish the book before bed last night. In fact, I only think I listened to like maybe 2, 3 hours of it. But I did finish the rest of it this morning. It's now about 2:30. But I finished Twisted Hate, which is book 3 of the Twisted series. I ended up giving this one 3.5 stars. The series has been a roller coaster. Book 1, I gave, I think, 3 stars. Book 2, I actually ended up really liking, and now this one went downhill again. I hate when books say that they are enemies to lovers because most of the time that's not what it is. Like, just because you dislike someone does not make them your enemy. These two just had a mutual dislike of each other until they didn't. And honestly, like the reasonings behind it are kind of dumb. And I don't know. Overall, the plot on this one just made zero sense. It was kind of stupid. Like, she's going to law school, but she was also a thief in a past life. And like, and it was just all really dumb. So the romance, the relationship was really cute. Josh was the doctor. He was really cute. He always like did things for her. That is one thing I will say about Anna Huang's writing is she always writes male main characters that go above and beyond for the women that they like. But overall the plot was still pretty weak in this one, in my opinion. Um this morning, while I was listening to that, I finished doing laundry. I did some more dishes, and I really wanted to like sweep and vacuum and mop all the floors in the house, but my husband got me a gift. It's a giant medieval. It's not actually Lego. Company is. What is this called? Funhole. And whole like WHOLE. Um, and he saw a review of this company online, and people said that it was very similar to Lego. Because we've built all of the Lego medieval sets already that are available, so I don't know why we just really like the medieval themed ones. So he got this one for me, and I really want to go build it now. So I think it's time to pick another book. Hopefully, it gives me something a little shorter than the last two. Um, and I can kind of go listen to that and work on building this, at least for a few hours. And then I could still probably get the floors done later. We'll see how much fun I'm having. But that being said, let's shake it up. I'm gonna be a little sad if I get a duplicate thing too. Oh no. Okay, well, that puts a little damper on it. I got Overgeared, which is a manhwa series that I am working through right now. I've already read books 1 and 2, but this is book 3. And this is just another lit RPG type of series, similar to Solo Leveling. Even the art inside is very similar to Solo Leveling. And I really enjoyed the first couple. The plot is a little stupid. Like, we just follow this dude who has overpowered gear. Like that's the whole thing. It's him fighting things, and he's always saying cheesy things like, it's because I'm overgeared. It's really corny, but I'm having a great time with it. So I guess I'm going to read this first. Obviously, there's no audiobook for it, but that's okay. I'm going to read it, and then we'll pull another one and hopefully get something with an audiobook so that I can start my Lego set. I will check back in with you guys in a little while when I finish this. All right, it is about an hour later, but I have finished Overgeared Volume 3. I'm giving this one 4 stars. Like I said, this is kind of like goofy and corny, but it's still really fun. Our main character, um, like in real life, he's kind of a deadbeat. He is obsessed with playing this virtual reality game that you have to pay to play, and he went into severe debt playing it. And something happens in the game, and now he's got this legendary class title, and he is trying to do everything he can to earn money back, pay off his debts, and help his family. So it's fun overall. Glad that I read it. I'm definitely going to be continuing. I think there's only 5 books out of this series as of right now, but more will be coming. And that being said, let's pick our next book. And hopefully we get something with an audiobook this time so I can go start my Lego set. Ah, okay. So we got Wreck and Ruin, which is a zombie apocalypse kind of story. I read book 1 back in October and gave it 5 stars. And there are, I believe, only 2 books in this series. So the next one is called A Safe Place to Die, and that's what we'll be reading next. So I will check back in with you guys in a little while once I have finished the book and hopefully made some decent progress on my Lego set. All right, guys, it is a couple hours later. I have officially finished listening to A Safe Place to Die by Otto Schaefer. I'm giving this one 4.5 stars. I liked it just slightly less than book 1. I feel like book 1 had a lot more tension in it, or like heartfelt feelings between our 2 main characters and also the little girl that they rescue. This one also felt a little bit more like The Walking Dead, where like book 1 was kind of the start of the zombie apocalypse, and now here in book 2, like we're in it, and it's wandering around and trying to find other people and safe places to live and find food and medicine. And overall, it was a really fun time. I love a zombie story, so I'm really glad that I continued with this series because it's definitely one that was higher on my priority list to try to get to this year to complete. So that being said, it is now about 8:30 at night, so I don't think I'm going to be starting another book. We're just kind of going to wrap this vlog up here. It's been about 48 hours since I started. I started on Friday after work, and it is now Sunday evening, so I guess a little over 48 hours. But in that time, we read 5 novels and 1 manhwa, which is amazing. Um, so the ones I owned physically, I have right here. I have June Burst by Jennifer Hartman, Twisted Hate by Anna Huang, and then Overgeared, which was my manhwa. But on top of this, we also listened to Powerless by Elsie Silver and Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. That's amazing for a weekend. Like, I'm very happy with that. I'm happy with all the progress I made around the house. Finally getting back on top of things after being sick for like 2 weeks straight. I also got my little off-brand Lego set going. I did only like the bag 1 sets so far, so I haven't gotten all that far, but it's really cute. Like a little market and a bakery inside. I don't want to tip it too far and lose all the little pieces, but this also has like wiring and stuff. So there's gonna be, once it's all put together and wired up, have lights all over the place. This torch will light, this torch will light, the candle inside will light. There's gonna be lights all over this thing. So hopefully by the time I'm done building it all, it will all still light up. So we'll see. I will probably show that off in another video when I get closer to completing it. But this is like a 2,600 piece set, so it's going to take me a little while to get through. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this weekend. Let me know down in the comments below if you've read anything recently that was a really standout read for you. In this vlog in particular, and probably my entire month so far, June 1st has been my all-time favorite. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and make sure your notifications are turned on so you don't miss any future videos. Give the video a thumbs up on your way out, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.